I remember not knowing if I was starting leading up to that year for sure, because I it was a I was a true freshman that year,
Hmm.
and so most of my buddies were redshirting, and so when it was kind of decided that I was going to start, I was excited, and I remember that whole year my buddies were challenging me, Matt McCutcheon and my roommate at the time, Garrett Hammond. They would challenge me at just daily. So we would be in the dorms and they would say, I bet Stieber isn't taking the elevator. And they would all take the elevator. So I would take the stairs. Or just like little things like that. And all the time, I bet Stieber isn't eating a cookie at the dining hall. So I'd not eat a cookie. Just stupid stuff. But I was always thinking about it. I was always like, I'm excited for this. I know we're wrestling Ohio State. And I remember at the match, before the match, a lot of Penn State fans were coming up to me telling me, hey, this is a big duel. No, this is your first big one. Just try not to give up bonus points. He's a tough opponent. But numerous people were telling me not to get pinned. And so I was just like, I was like, well, all right. They're like, we need to save bonus points, that kind of talk. So I'm just smiling and like, okay, whatever. And I remember I got taken down right away. He started getting to work on top a little bit, and it was a little scary because he's good there. It's kind of his wheelhouse, but
He had the bars locked up early on. Like you were,
yeah,
dude, what a defensive effort on bottom. Cause it looked tight.
yeah, it was tight. I mean, if it was in bounds a little bit more, who knows what could have happened? But I found it out of bounds. I just remember kind of clawing away first period, and then second period, I think he picked bottom,
Hmm.
and I started getting to work, and I wasn't as good at turning, I guess, at that point in college, but I knew how to ride out a period, and so I threw my legs in and kind of figured out a way to ride them out. And remember rec hall getting really loud, and so I love that. And before I knew it, it was tie score, third period. He seemed tired. Clock's winding down. I'm like, I'm gonna wait. In overtime, I'm going. In overtime, I'm going. And yeah, that's kind of what happened. I kind of overshot my first shot, got it on his leg, and I felt like he's flexible. He's very flexible.
God, I was going to say, I
So
forgot how good he is at scrambling. He's doing a
yeah,
full splits, head down, pulling the hands up. It's
yep,
like, God, the guy's a four-timer for a reason. You just forget how good he was at scrambling.
yeah. So we'd worked on finishing. I felt confident. Found a way to get the takedown. Rec hall freaked out. That was a fun win. But yeah, I just remember the difference of people. Even my high school coach was telling me that not to not give up bonus points, but he was kind of questioning like, are you sure you're ready? And I'm like, well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see.
Where were you at internally? Were you feeling like you were on the level, ready to go head to head with him, or were you kind of like looking to find out yourself where you were at?
I felt ready. I mean, my coaches were telling me I was ready. I felt the best that I'd felt, and I knew how good he was. But you always got to believe that you're gonna win. I'm not wrestling the name, or anything else. I'm just trying to give my best, and so I felt ready. Felt like I just felt excited about it. It was a big match.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like a whiteout maybe, but it just got loud in there. And as the match went on, I got more and more excited. And yeah, it was a fun match.
That was a fun one. It's fun to watch your buddies on the bench going ballistic during the right out in the second period. They're jumping around, and that's when everyone started to get serious about it. And like, especially back then, Ohio State and Penn State kind of remind me of Iowa, Oklahoma State of old. Like those were big time matches, and to have it in December, super early in the year too. So you were
Yeah.
literally in your first semester at college.
Yeah. Yeah. First semester.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so end up a fifth that year. Did you know you were going to redshirt all that next summer, or was it a last minute call?